Hello everyone, my name is Cal and just before we get up and running today, I just want to wish everyone safe and well during this difficult time we are all experiencing. Now everyone, I'd like to welcome you to the very first episode of the Wrestlebration 12 preview show. It was over 7 years ago I had the honour to run through the matches leading into the 5th anniversary of Wrestlebration, and I've got the same privilege to do the exact same thing again for this year's Wrestlebration 12 Sporting Entertaining Extravaganza. Now everybody, as we know, during the current circumstances, UK Wrestling Arena has temporarily had to close. However, UK Wrestling are monitoring the situation and fingers crossed, things hopefully should be back up and running by the middle of 2020. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say Wrestlebration 12 will take place on Saturday, the 25th of July 2020. Now then, the last UKW event was held on March 14th, and 1 week later, on March 21st, the UKW champion Jonathan Sedgwick was scheduled to defend his title against the Jester J-Ro in a 60-minute, 1-hour Iron Man match. Now, rumours have been said that this epic championship encounter will now take place at the 12th annual Wrestlebration. Now, let me take a trip down memory lane for you all. It was late last year of 2019 when the Jester J-Ro won the gauntlet match, had the opportunity to then go for the UK Wrestling Championship. It was UKW champion Jonathan Sedgwick defending against the Jester J-Ro at Revolutionary Road, and during that match this tag team called the Forsaken came out and brutalised Jonathan Sedgwick. Didn't do too much damage to the Jester J-Ro, and I think the Jester J-Ro was trying to maybe use that as an advantage, I'm not sure, but Jonathan Sedgwick put Jester J-Ro in the sharpshooter. Jester J-Ro would refuse to tap out, and he would actually pass out. After the match, the Jester J-Ro was so frustrated, here is what he had to say.
I don't know what went on tonight. I've been waiting for that chance for 4 years. And then some jumped up newbies get in the way of what should be my crowning achievement. Oh. You know what? I said if I didn't get the job done, that the Jester would be done, but no. This is not how it's going down. Sedgwick, I don't care if you did have anything to do with it or you didn't. Because them jumped up too little. Oh, I don't even know what they are anymore. But they've lit the fire under the Jester's belly. I'm telling you this right now. Sedgwick, the next time UKW hosts a show, it's me. I'm calling you out again, but there isn't going to be a pinfall. There isn't going to be a submission. And there isn't going to be me passing out again and not giving up like I never do. Because I am challenging you to a last man standing match. I will realise what my potential is. I will be the smallest heavyweight champion in history. And I will finally get what I deserve. Oh, God. Underestimate me at your peril, because that's always fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you could see there, the Jester J-Ro very, very angry coming up on that loss against Jonathan Sedgwick. And the Jester J-Ro once again throwing out the challenge and saying he can beat Jonathan Sedgwick, and challenging the UKW champion Jonathan Sedgwick to a last man standing match at Pride and Glory just 1 month after their epic encounter at Revolutionary Road. Now, during their last man standing match, the tag team Forsaken came out to the ring to once again target the UKW champion and the Jester Jiro, sending a message. Well, I personally think they're making more enemies by doing what they're doing, but the match continued. Jonathan Sedgwick and Jester Jiro still fighting for the UKW title until Jonathan Sedgwick threw the Jester Jiro on top of the rampway. The Jester Jiro could not answer the count of 10, and as Jonathan Sedgwick retained the UKW championship, as he was walking backstage, he bumped into Jester Jiro once again, and, well, take a look at this.
Hold on. You were that close. That close. You did it though. You finally beat the Jester under your roof, you did it. One time though. Out of all them times that I've had you, and I've beat you 1, 2, 3, and this is the time you finally get it done.
When it counts.
Fair play. But you see, last time out, you had 25 minutes. You still couldn't get the job done. Tonight, you had half an hour, 30 minutes, and you only just managed to get the job done. See, the thing is, John, you've been against the biggest guys, you've been against the toughest guys, and yet it's the smallest guy you've ever come across that is the biggest problem for you. You had half an hour, and you only just got the job done. Hell, 3/4 of an hour. Hell, I would give you an hour, and I bet you still couldn't keep me down.
An hour, you said?
Yeah, that's what I said, an hour. I'd give you an hour and I bet you still could not keep me down.
You want one more shot of this?
Does the bear crap in the woods? Of course I want another shot at that, don't everyone? I think I've earned it, John. To be fair, I think of all people, I've definitely earned at least one more at that.
Alright.
One more.
You can do 60 minutes.
Eh? What?
60-minute Iron Man match. Title on the line.
You know what? Fine.
One more time.
One more time. And I tell you what, I'll do you one better, boss man. If the Jester cannot take that away from you finally, you know what? I'm done fighting for it. I am done challenging for the UK Wrestling Championship. If I can't get the job done in March against you, 60 minutes, I'm done.
One more time.
One more time. And if I don't get it done, I'm done.
60-minute Iron Man.
60 minutes. And you still won't keep me down. The trick, easy to take me down, you know that. But you found out better than anybody else in this entire world. It's a whole different ball game to keep me down.
Did it tonight. Do it again.
Just.
Still counts.
Still counts. Still counts.
Next month. One more time. One more time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you see there, a very, very emotional Jester Jiro, not getting the job done in the last man standing match, but challenging Jonathan Sedgwick, the UKW champion, one last time, except this time it's a 60-minute Iron Man match, where, ladies and gentlemen, if the Jester Jiro does not beat Jonathan Sedgwick, he has said he is through challenging for the UKW championship as long as Jonathan Sedgwick is the champion. Now, on March 14th, the wild card, Tommy Dillon, went one-on-one with Sid Phoenix, where the winner of that match would become the special guest referee for the Iron Man match, which is scheduled now to take place at the biggest event under the sun, Wrestlebration 12. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this match between Sid Phoenix and the wildcard Tommy Dillon, it was an epic encounter until the Forsaken once again showed their face and absolutely dominated the match. However, the wildcard Tommy Dillon picked up the win in that match. Now, Jonathan Sedgwick and the Jester Jiro at Revolutionary Road, that was not the first time they'd met one another. They had actually met each other in 2017. It was the first encounter for them both to meet, and it was at the December Bash, and it was a #1 contenders match for the television championship, and of course the winner of that match would go on to challenge for the TV title. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look now back at that encounter.
We're going to get that name right by the end of the night. Well, sounds here, and the final of this tournament, which we've all been following. J-Roll trying to start this early, and Jonathan Sedgwick sidestepping him, avoiding the contact, and now taking the beating to J-Roll. Deep arm drag. Rapid start by Jonathan Sedgwick. Hit toss to follow. Oh, scoops them up. High elevation, scoop slam.
So, you're Jonathan Sedgwick, right? Okay. Oh, you've had this awful time with the collective. What is your strategy when you are in there with one of them? What do you think?
Well, I would say you'd have to have eyes on all sides. You'd have to be aware that there could be some form of interference. Great suplex, great high elevation there from Sedgwick. You've got to be aware that J-Roll will take any opportunity he can. Will pick up on the slightest mistake and the slightest distraction from the referee.
Well, you know, if I was J-Roll, okay.
Taking out the legs there.
Smart move. You know, he's a smart guy. I would use Jonathan Sedgwick's paranoia against him, because he's going to be constantly on alert. Okay, and the minute he looks away from J-Roll's going to take him out.
Well, that is being displayed here as J-Roll goes for those lower extremities. J-Roll and Sedgwick know each other very well. Like I said, this is the decisive fall, and technically these two, one each in terms of victories. And Jonathan Sedgwick right now is grounded and is having trouble with that right leg.
I mean, look how confident he is. You know, that the man just oozes charisma.
There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance.
Well, if you had your boss on the floor, writhing in pain, wouldn't you be a little proud of yourself?
Well, that's right. Jonathan Sedgwick is J-Roll's boss, but of course he won't see it that way. I'm sure he sees Cameron Carlisle as his boss, of which, I reiterate, the arrogance probably comes from there.
Well, I mean, I hate to smart man.
Smart that from here. J-Roll taking the knee out with a chop block, looking for the cover and getting the one.
Well, do you know what? That is part of J-Roll's genius. Okay, we all know that Sedgwick uses a super kick. Okay, so what do? You take out the leg.
Well, I will agree with you on that. J-Roll is attacking that very leg that Sedgwick is so deadly with when it comes to the super kick. J-Roll wrapping Sedgwick's knee around that ring post. Cedric having to he's going to have to favour that left leg if he wants to use any arsenal from a standing position.
Well, you may question J-Roll's strategy, but he's an absolute ring genius.
You can't question the strategy that he is using at the moment. But of course, there is a long way to go in this contest. Anything can happen. And Sedgwick with a desperation drop kick there, but it found its mark.
Exactly, Sean. Steve, I don't care what your name is. Desperation. Sedgwick is desperate.
Sedgwick is working on one leg here and doing an admirable job of it, somehow managing to get that scoop slam in despite heavily limping, favouring that left leg.
This is why the collective have aligned themselves with J-Roll. Look at it, J-Roll has needed no help this entire match. Okay.
Like I said, there is time.
I think, that maybe you should spend more time complimenting the abilities of talent such as J-Roll rather than, I don't know.
Well, I'll let you do that, Josh. I mean, that's pretty much been the pattern so far.
And you wonder why the top people of this company are so overcome with paranoia when people like you are just, I don't know, endorsing it.
I am not injecting myself into this rivalry. Jonathan Sedgwick now with their forearm, he is trying to get the feeling back in that right leg and that right knee, and a DDT, that is going to buy him some time. Well, maybe he's going to go into the cover. He's hooked both legs here. Cedric after the DDT, 2.5.
There's no way you're going to get someone like Jero with a DDT.
Well, I will say that he didn't get all of that DDT. It was from quite a low position. No elevation, but what can you expect? Cedric's leg has been mercilessly attacked in this. Reverse DDT may get the job done though. Again, both legs hooked, and Jero shouldering out.
Do you know, the one thing I will compliment Jonathan on is these pinfall attempts. They take a lot to kick out of. Okay, and he's wasting Jero's energy. So
I don't know how he managed that move there on one leg. And Cedric, I think, is he going to try and hit this super kick with that injured right limb?
I think it'd be very silly to do so. And if I was Jero, I'd be paying close attention to this.
Cedric looking to put his body at risk here simply to capture that TV championship, which is won 2 previous matches to get the opportunity to do. And Jero is struggling to get to his feet using the ropes.
Jero knows exactly what he's doing, and it's clever.
And the longer Cedric waits, the momentum has gone. And maybe Cedric is just going to try and finish it in a different way. Snap suplex. The time had passed for that super kick to be executed. Jero again, smartly going downstairs. Kiss of death connects. The cover. He's got it. The KO being connected. He knew.
UK Wrestling Television Academy Champion, the UK Wrestling TV Champion, it is the Jester Jero.
And now the Jester Jero has a steel chair.
Go on, Jero, do it.
Don't you do this. Don't you. Steel chair to the back. This is ridiculous. And Jero attacking the knee of Jonathan Cedric with the edge of that steel chair. This is completely out of line. No. Cedric has smashed his knee to pieces. And the steel chair to the knee. Cedric could have a broken leg here. But you know, this is a collective all over, and you, damn it, you can't condone this.
Again, you're blaming the collective. Why is all the problems in UKW the collective's fault?
Because they are.
Jero is acting as an individual. I mean, a slightly enraged individual, but an individual nonetheless. This has nothing to do with the collective, nothing to do with Cayman Carlisle, Henry Winter, none of them.
I'll tell you, Josh, may education never be as expensive as ignorance.
Ignorance?
You heard.
Well, maybe Jonathan Cedric will learn not to meddle in other people's affairs.
Jonathan Cedric was standing up for his company, and now I believe the best thing for Jonathan Cedric to do now is get to the nearest medical facility or something and just assess what could be lasting damage here, courtesy of the Jester.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw there, the Jester Jero picking up the win over Jonathan Cedric, and not only picking up the win, but proving to himself that he can beat the UKW champion Jonathan Cedric. Now, after that match was done, the Jester Jero brutally attacking Jonathan Cedric there, but then acknowledging the UKW championship. And would you believe that 2 years later, them two men would then be fighting for this richest prize that this company has to offer, the UKW title. So let's just set the ball here. At Wrestlebration 12, it will be Jonathan Cedric defending the UKW title against the Jester Jero in a 1 hour, 60-minute Iron Man match. I personally cannot wait to see that encounter go down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now let's move on. Another championship which will be defended this year at Wrestlebration 12. It will be the UK Wrestling Tag Team Championships. They will be on the line. Now, a couple of years ago at Wrestlebration 10, we saw the Tag Team Championships on the line. It was the champions, Jake Carnage and Ellis Barker, going against the Lion Kings. Ladies and gentlemen, let's show you footage now of that match.
the fact of the matter is, they are. But the thing is, they are a tag team. I'm not saying Jake Carnage and Ellis Barker aren't, but they're a new team. They're a new team where the Lion Kings, they've been a team for a while.
Ellis Barker and Jake Carnage may be very similar in their flawed personalities, but they can always clash and they are always prone to a moment of madness.
So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Jake Carnage, Murder Messiah, and the Ugandan Warrior. Will the Messiah take out the Warrior, or will the Warrior battle through this
What is a Murder Messiah?
I don't know. I actually researched it on www.allmurders.com, and I actually found that Murder Messiah actually means. First thing I actually got was it's somebody that wants to kill somebody.
I
www.allmurders.com.
think you're actually writing that down as well.
Yeah, you should. I always do my research. Oh, look out now.
It's a bit,
Face lock applied here.
it's a bit heavy winter keyboard earlier on with his fingers.
Covers are not down. The shoulders are not down.
Jake Carnage kept those shoulders up. That was smart.
And here we go, Jake Carnage taking a shoulder to the midsection. Oh, look out now.
That was suspiciously low there from Jake Carnage.
Oh, look out now.
Referee lenient.
The Ugandan Warrior.
Oh, Ugandan Warrior.
Going straight through the leg.
Underneath.
Now shot to the midsection.
Headbutt to the midsection.
Look out.
Nice little maneuver there. Don't be fooled by these guys' size. They are nimble. They are athletic.
Right.
Nice roll on. Pin their shoulders down.
Yeah, the Ugandan Warrior is already schooling.
He's using those headbutts to great effect.
I think that headbutt was a little bit low as well.
I think he nearly turned the Messiah inside out.
Using that head like a battering ram.
That's right, yes. I mean, it's like a concrete slab is that head of the Ugandan Warrior. Standing switch. Oh, there you go. That shot to the midsection. Oh, but Barker got nailed. Oh, but now the Ugandan Warrior took the same treatment.
Well, you heard Jake Carnage there saying, "Who's the man?" Jake Carnage is very full of himself.
I'll tell you something, Seb Strife, I'd probably say is one of the biggest in the match. I mean, it's going to be tough to size up Jake Carnage and Seb Strife. That's going to be interesting if we get to see that. Oh, now you got Ellis Barker, who will probably try and slow things down here and prevent, and that's smart strategy there. Ellis Barker immediately turning his back towards Seb Strife to make it harder for the Ugandan Warrior to make the tag. It's smart strategy.
Before the Ugandan Warrior could cross the ring.
Let me put it this way. Ellis Barker's done his homework, and if there were a grade in this sport, I'd probably give him an A-star.
Well, he's also.
Oh, and there you go. There's a tag.
It's also good to point out as well. This is the second tag now between Jake Carnage and Ellis Barker.
It is, and to be honest,
whereas the Ugandan Warrior and Seb Strife have not tagged at all.
And to be honest, to say that these two have not coexisted, well, actually that's the wrong word I'm using. These two have not been a team for a while. If someone had not said anything to me, I'd have thought these guys have been a team for the last 5-10 years.
I think these guys were a team before they knew it.
Well,
mentally, anyway.
I think that is probably a good point.
Jake Carnage, who usually does do what he wants.
And the Ugandan Warrior's in trouble in the corner. And now, what's this now?
Ellis Barker wants a tag, and he's got it.
Tag made.
Sorry, coach. Still,
and here comes
far from his partner here. Stiff kick
Ellis
from Barker.
back in. And Seb Strife, I bet Seb Strife is hungry on the apron there. He wants in.
If you look at the Ugandan Warrior, though, he is nowhere near.
You can see it. Oh, there you go. Well, we want to welcome the guy in.
He is entering the ring illegally here. He'll need to get back on the apron.
Look what's happening on the outside. Jake Carnage taking advantage there. But the referee's distracted.
I was going to say, Ellis Barker actually distracted the referee to tell the referee to turn around to look at Seb Strife, who was in the ring.
Ugandan Warrior
elevates himself over the top rope, catching him with a forearm.
Nicely done. Oh, look, nice.
Teamwork by the Lion
teamwork
Kings.
there.
What a clothesline. The Lion Kings are compelling. Uganda, big elbow drop. Huge diving headbutt. And a massive leg drop to follow.
Big leg drop. Nice combination there.
2 count applied, but finally Seb Strife gets in there.
Look, now Seb
Strife. Double off DDT and sorts. And up we go.
Over we go, and down we go.
Ellis Barker. I've got to say, Ellis Barker must have felt like he was on a roller coaster then, up and over and up and down.
Oh my word. moonsault headbutt there. There's a cover too, and Jake Carnage making sure.
Tag champions, I'm not going to lie to you, are in trouble here.
They are.
Seb Strife is that big moonsault. How impressive is that? To pull off a moonsault the size of Seb Strife. I mean, I'm not saying anything about the guy's size. This might not end well here.
Suplex, he's got him up vertical.
Oh no. Oh no.
And he's left him to it. There it is. Great teamwork again. Leg is hooked.
Title on the line, and great. I see great tag team work there. I mean, I like the double suplex into the single suplex. And now there you go. There's another tag made here.
Quick tag.
And to be honest, surprisingly, the Ugandan Warriors are actually isolating Ellis Barker from Jake Carnage, who.
Well, I think that's the right thing to do, though. To be fair, you know, the only way they're going to pick up that gold is if they isolate Ellis Barker from Jake Carnage, as you said earlier on.
Yeah, that's right. That's smart strategy here. And right now, Seb Strife is teaching Ellis Barker a bit of a lesson or two.
I think it's like saying that Ellis Barker and Jake Carnage have a passion for hurting people, and that's what sort of bonds them, I think. The Lion Kings are tried and tested in these kind of matches.
I'll tell you something. Oh, look out now. Oh!
Carnage involved. Pushing him from the top rope. Barker now gets his moment.
Let me put it this way, the Ugandan Warrior, that's not no nickname. He didn't get that from Delta Force, let me tell you. He's named the Ugandan Warrior because this guy is indeed a warrior.
Well, when these guys get in the ring, it's no Disney movie, that's
but look
for
at
sure.
this. The referee needs to get in there. It's an illegal choke.
It was use that bandana to choke out the Ugandan Warrior. Now a tag.
Another tag has been made. Shot to the midsection, and here comes Jake Carnage back in. This guy is a scary individual, no doubt about that.
Carnage has got.
And look at this power.
Big slam.
Look at this power here.
Huge body slam from Jake Carnage. Looks to hook leg, he's got both legs hooked there, but no way in circles going to allow that to happen.
Jake Carnage is momentarily preaching he's still the murder messiah.
He is, and look out now, slowing it again. And the Ugandan Warrior is now back in trouble. It was only maybe a split second that the Lion Kings, you know, were on top, but immediately now, as you can see, Jake Carnage back in the driver's seat. It's like as if he said, you know what, you get out the driver's seat, I'll drive for a little bit.
Ellis Barker, though, he seems to be favouring those ribs. Montelli was holding those ribs.
Must be a long drive. Oh,
uh-oh.
Here we go. Oh,
my, clothesline.
Let me just explain what that's like. It's like getting hit with a bus. And that's what that's like getting hit with.
He displays so much power.
Actually, I'm getting quite hungry. Look at this now, shot to the... Oh, that was a tag, sorry, tag made.
So it was, and Ellis Barker's in now. Jake Carnage, Ellis Barker looking for that double suplex.
Nice.
And it connects.
Nice.
Floats
Nice
over. Lateral press, shoulders down, and only a two.
Referee kind of needs to get Jake Carnage out there.
I think Jake Carnage had a mistake in the ring just to make sure that Seb Strife didn't get in during that pin attempt.
Look out now, that may have just annoyed Seb Strife.
He is feeling the
now that's using that now as the choke.
I say referee described it, but Ellis Barker's clearly breaking the rules.
That's right,
the referee has got to keep his eyes and ears about him in this, particularly with Barker and Carnage. Well, face off applied now from Barker.
Trying to get him towards his corner. But look!
Wait a minute.
Oh!
Seb Strife's face bounced off the ring.
Goodness me, what's that?
And the Ugandan Warrior can't find his
The Ugandan Warrior can't find his partner because his partner's been eliminated from the equation. Oh! Goodness me!
There from Ellis Barker.
Oh my goodness me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Manchester heard that. We're over in Wakefield.
So that was the Ugandan Warrior. He must be feeling very dizzy. Probably doesn't know where he is. He probably thinks he's in Manchester.
That was a kick and a half right there. Nearly kicked. I was ready to catch the Ugandan Warrior's head.
I'm pretty
That's something
glad
else
that
you
didn't
found
happen.
out on allmurders.com there, Carl.
That's probably where you found that line from.
Allmurders.com. Yeah, you should check that website out.
For some reason, my network's blocking it. I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. It's because I've been doing a lot of murdering research. I mean, quite weirdly sound, only because I knew I was going to be calling Ellis Barker and Jake Carnage's match.
So if you've been researching that, I think I should move. I'll sort of
don't worry. Don't be, I'm not that
Carnage,
bad. Oh!
backbreaker.
You got to do your research. As if you've got internet connection.
I don't think the Uganda Warrior's got any internet
Look
connection.
out now.
He's
out
got
now.
the shin across the throat.
Oh, yes, that's illegal. Referee, he's tied his shoes.
How can you tie a shoe that's already tied?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Was saying good time. Oh, well. I think he should have tied those before he came out here.
Oh, look out now, going for the...
Any excuse to push the referee's patience. Barker and Carnage will find it.
Well, look at Ellis Barker though. He's saying to Seb Strife, what are you going to do from all the way over there? And he's got a point. There's nothing Seb Strife can do.
Nothing Strife can do. It's got to be frustrating for him. On that ring, he's not been able to do
Look at Seb Strife though. He's on the move.
He's on the move. He's after Ellis Barker.
Ellis Barker's on the run.
Now... like I say, I mean, Jake Carnage is... Oh, look out now. Oh, nice.
Suplex.
Nice.
And both legs
the
again.
Ugandan Warrior is not a small guy.
No,
don't be fooled with that.
I think that's one of the reasons why Jake Carnage is hooking both legs every time. It's a big guy to keep down.
Not only did Jake Carnage do his research on the murders, he also did the research on maybe going to the gym.
The thing is though, Jake Carnage is not a small guy either. You know, let's not discount him.
He is powerful.
Right, yes. Say something.
Jake Carnage there saying, we're the champs. We are the champs for now. This match is not over with.
Well, like I said, no, it's not over until the fat lady starts singing, and right now...
I think she might just start.
Yeah, that's right.
Carnage
She might already start, I don't know.
Look
out now.
Butting heads with his partner. Oh, what a headbutt that was.
That nearly knocked Jake Carnage to 6.
Headbutt to the sternum. He's going to make the tag.
Ellis Barker's not there, but look at Ellis Barker's on the
back
move.
here.
Oh, damn it.
And this time.
Sam Strife got a shot in. And a tag.
Here we go.
I think this is a golden opportunity to finish this match off.
Seb Strife with big lines here, taking down Carnage.
Seb Strife, pure adrenaline here. Barker comes back in, misses with a clothesline.
Kick to the midsection.
Oh! Kick to the back of the head.
Look out now. All 300 pounds. Oh! And Jake Carnage looks like as if he's just... It looks like as if he's just... Oh, goodness me.
It's like being hit by an exocet missile.
It's like being hit by a bulldozer.
We got new champions.
It's the face you pull when you've got no milk in your cereal in the morning. And that's exactly what face Jake Carnage just looked like when he got hit with that modified shoulder block.
I think it's the face you pull when you put sour milk into your tea or coffee.
Barker's on the outside here.
Carnage is on the...
What a move by the Lion Kings.
Have they got it?
No, I had the hammer ready.
You got the hammer ready?
I'm not saying it's hammer time, but I did have the hammer ready to ring the bell.
I think we should leave the references to...
Well,
look out for Ellis Barker here. Ellis Barker's on the wrong side.
Oh, look at Ellis Barker though, he's on the right side.
With the kick.
Oh, look out now.
Stripe off the top.
Jake Carnage caught to the eye.
Oh, look out. Back time.
Spinebuster.
Spinebuster.
Here he goes, the tag.
Ron Simmons style spinebuster from Carnage. And
so this could be all she wrote here.
up goes the Ugandan
Warrior. Look out now, Jake Carnage. Oh!
We've seen that before.
Seb Strife trying to get back in.
There's two.
And he has. He's broken the count. The match still continues.
There when he was needed most.
Well, Jake Carnage urging Seb Strife to get up, and
Carnage has gone.
Bye-bye, Carnage.
Carnage went sailing. I ain't talking about into the North Sea, as here we go.
Ellis Barker's on his own now.
Off the rope, double hip toss. We're going to have new champions here. I can see it. We've got new champions. We've got new tag champions. You call it. You call it. It's over. 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Yes, the Lion Kings are the UK Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
And the UK Wrestling Tag Champions. This makes it 4 Pro Championships. It is the Lion King.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you could see there, the Lion Kings picking up the victory and winning the UK Wrestling Tag Team Championships over Ellis Barker and Jake Carnage. And as for Ellis Barker and for Jake Carnage, that would be the last time that them two would team up together Now, fast forwarding on to 1 year later, at last year's Wrestlebration, we saw Ellis Barker go head to head with NXT UK star Joseph Connors. That was an epic battle, no doubt about it. And the question is now for Wrestlebration 12 is, what does Wrestlebration have in store for all the UKW stars for this year? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this first episode of Wrestlebration 12. We will keep you all updated, and we will see you next time on the Wrestlebration 12 preview show. Don't forget, Wrestlebration will be coming to you on Saturday, the 25th of July 2020. The Iron Man match, the tag team titles, and many, many more. We'll have more updates, more information on the next episode of the Wrestlebration 12 preview show. My name has been Carl Radunovich. Everybody stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.